I personally believe that we need to discuss the NHS and what we expect from the NHS much more logically. I do believe the argument that when you have a particular incident, there is an advantage to be taken to the hospital which is best suited and most capable to deal with that particular condition.
And there's always this difficulty in the NHS. You're trying to get the best results in a heated political environment. So every action you take, even if it's the correct one, to improve service, to make sure that people get better results, to, for example, move people to a cardio unit, exactly the example where you're much better off going to a specialist cardio.
And Ealing Hospital has it on its flyer. But I didn't realize Ealing Hospital had it on its flyer because I've been going to this meeting here in Britain for the past 15 months. And this integrated care project is they're starting it for 65 upwards. I have my theory of why they start at 65, because at 65 you're already pensioned and you're entitled to what pension you work for. And how they plan to do that, I don't know. But like I said before, on May 8th, we're going to start to ask serious questions like what you're asking here. And the whole system approach means that everyone, including housing, that's what the paper said from the government anyway. Everyone is supposed to...
So one of the key issues that you're facing there is that PFI deal that was just mentioned by Paul Lawman, which is going to cost the NHS £300 billion over its lifetime. And this is kind of money that could have been reinvested. So the local A&E unit was crippled by PFI. But I don't think the answer is to just accept it. Part of the thing that you'll see from all these politicians on the various TV shows is that they say, we support an NHS free at the point of access. But that's kind of a red herring. What they're trying to avoid saying is who the provider of the NHS should be. And it's really important that we keep these our public services public and stop all this money being funneled out to all these different private providers, because that's kind of undermining what's going on there at the moment. The coalition, since they've been in power, have presided over the loss of, I think it's 5,000 nurses' jobs recently, just as part of their process. And it's important that we do keep these A&Es local, because I don't know if, well, I'm sure most of you probably supported family members at an A&E at some point or another. And when they're critically ill, it's not helpful to have to travel so far across a failing public transport network to try and get there. You need people close, and it's better for people when they are ill to be closer to their families and their local communities. So, as the Green Party, we support the NHS, we support funding it properly. We'll give £12 billion worth of extra money to the NHS, so it is funded. But we also support the social care system. So part of the logjam of that Northwood Park area, I attended a health forum meeting not too long ago. Councillor Perrin was there as well. And what they were saying is that one of the problems is that they can't discharge older people when they're in there because they don't have the social care services to help them when they do get out of there. So if you elected a Green Party government, what we do is we provide free social care for people over the age of 65, so we can stop that logjam, so people can go home and they can feel safe within their own home. Because I think it's disgraceful that over 50% of people within Brent actually feel unsafe with the social care that they're actually receiving. And that was a survey that was done about 2 years ago. And most of this is to do with the lack of funding from the NHS, where the actual money we could get through taxing people properly. So I actually thought it was great to hear, because the Conservatives said earlier that he wanted to support local businesses by making sure that the other businesses